Hello everyone, welcome to a very special edition of CCW. As you may have seen from the title, there is going to be a short hiatus before there are any additional episodes. You're going to see why in just a moment. I've been working with someone else to create something that will vastly improve the experience of CCW. You're probably wondering why WWE superstar Mark Henry is coming into the ring instead of one of the ladies. Well, you're going to see in just a moment, and I think you will be pleasantly surprised, because this is actually a huge thing as far as CCW goes. And it should be, yeah, there's going to be a short load screen here in a second, and you'll see precisely why he came out rather than one of the ladies of CCW. And here is why. Yes, finally CCW will have intergender competition. This means that there will be no limitations on the storylines that can occur anymore. There will be no more... Unfortunately, while the announcers will be calling the ladies he and him, this does on the flip side mean that there will be no more sexist comments from Jerry Lawler during the matches, as I know they've gotten very, very old already. To be perfectly honest, as much as I would like to call the matches myself, I don't feel I could adequately perform that duty completely by myself. I would need someone to call these matches with me, and I really just don't have anyone available at this time.
There's the bell. Momentum,
but as you can plainly see here, yes, CCW is going fully intergender. We'll be able to introduce such competitors as Bray Burns, Big Mac. We'll be able to bring in characters like Time Turner.
It's an amazing atmosphere.
We'll also be able to adjust the weight classes of wrestlers accordingly, which means we can set the Alicorns as super heavyweights or ultra heavyweights.
They're trying to end each other's careers.
There won't be limitations on wrestling strength levels. There won't be limitations on their statistics anymore.
This, ladies and gentlemen,
we'll be able to have the small, quick Pegasi, but the slower but much stronger Earth Ponies once more, and so forth. Over time, we may eventually even begin introducing characters from other fandoms as well, other shows. It's just a really exciting time. Another thing there will be no limitations on anymore is match types. Normally the females cannot compete in matches such as the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber matches. That is no longer an issue. It's going to take a bit of time. The reason for the hiatus is it's going to take a bit of time to get everything copied over into a new file and get everything set up properly to run. And of course, I'm going to have to remake a lot of things. Unfortunately, this does mean that the entire season essentially is going to be reset. Everything will be starting over from scratch. All of the feuds will be reset. All of the champions will be reset back to where they were. But honestly, I think it would definitely be worth it. You'll see a lot more storyline pieces occurring, differing storyline pieces. I know pretty much all we've seen is a couple low blows after the match and some celebrations, unless it's something I've, of course, scripted myself. But that will finally change. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun for everyone involved. Again, a special thank you to my friends on Tumblr who helped me finally reach 10,000 views. Thank you all so much. It really means a lot. It really helped me a whole lot.
What are they going to do here? Looks like they're going to go
And
up to the top rope.
Really looking forward to where this is going in the future. Like I said, now that the limitations are off, I can introduce wrestlers from, or competitors from completely different shows. It should be really, really, I mean, honestly, I'm at a bit of a loss for words with how much this is opened up. I can still use downloadable content. I can still use created content. Everything. I mean, it's just amazing what can be done. So, I hate to say it, but I hate to admit it, I'm rambling to fill time here. But
oh, look at this. I think he's
also you can see you could see other competitors in the future. One thing I'm considering doing is modifying the look of them a little bit. Not a whole lot, just changing a few things here and there. It's still going to be very obvious who's who, just refining their looks, refining their movesets. Oh yes, I nearly forgot another match type that the females normally can't compete in, they'll be able to this time around, are Inferno matches. So that's really going to be something to see. I mean, this could really be spectacular where this could go. Hopefully. For a little while, I am going to go back to letting the computer determine everything and see how well it goes. I'm honestly a little bit afraid that it's going to end up kind of bland if I just leave it at that. But it couldn't possibly be any worse than it was getting. It was getting extremely boring. I mean, it was getting boring for me producing it. I know it had to be getting boring for all of you watching it. It's pretty much the same thing happening over and over. And unless you had something invested in the characters. Of course, the main six are very popular. To a lesser extent, Octavia and Vinyl Scratch, Lyra and Bon Bon, Ditzy, all very popular characters. But of course, there are also the Tumblr Pwn characters, Dream Baker, Laura, Moondust, Apple Cider. Apple Cider is a canon character, but she's a background pony that sadly got no love. But she became a part of Tumblr Pwn, and her mod is a friend of mine, so honestly, she made it in. Sadly, I hope she does a little bit better this time around as far as her win-loss record. We'll just have to see. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. You can see right here, there's even new victory animations. It's not the same 2 or 3, honestly, kind of flouncing about animations. But that's all I have to say. I'm very excited for where this is going, and I look forward to seeing you back as soon as possible with the return of the new and improved CCW.